Hello friends, my name is Ramasu. Today we shall discuss about topic the estimate activity resources. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam or PMP in near future. So let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Friend, estimate activity resources is basically a process defined in the project management body of knowledge PMBOK guide, uh, which is basically issued by PMI, Project Management Institute, which is a non-profit based organization. This process basically tells you that how to estimate the type and quantity of resources like human resources, equipment, material, hardware, software required to complete project activities. So this is the main objective of the estimate activity resources process. It is a part of the planning process. Whenever we are implementing any project, the most important question that how many resources are required to complete a project. For example, if we are implementing e-commerce solution, so that means like how many resources you need. For example, you need software developers, you need software designers, you need the hardware to deploy the build, you need the hardware to deploy the production releases, you need the DevOps, etc. So first thing is the defined activity resources. That means identify and list all the resources needed to complete each project activity. These resources can include human resources like project team members, contractors, equipment, material and facilities, etc. Next is the review historical information. Historical information review means that examining the historical data from previous projects or similar activities to gather insights on resource requirements. Lesson learned from past projects can be valuable in improving the accuracy of resource estimates. So that for example any projects which are completed in the past, like the similar projects similar to e-commerce solution, so we have to identify that for example the in the past the e-commerce solution project was completed with 10 resources for example. So we can estimate, we can have an idea that the similar e-commerce solution project could also be completed with the 10 or 12 resources, etc. There are so many estimation techniques nowadays available to estimate the resources for a project. First one is the expert judgment. Expert judgment is a technique in which we consult with the domain expert people, like a person who has the domain expertise, who has having the technical expertise. So we sit with them, discuss with them and try to understand that how many resources, what is the estimate for resources required to complete a project. So that is called as the expert judgment. Simply you are getting the input from the domain expert people. That domain expert can be a senior project manager, a technical expert, or industry expert person. Next is the analogous estimation. Analogous estimation means that we are basically we are basically reviewing the projects which we have completed in the past, or the similar projects we are reviewing those estimates. Okay, so for example in the past the similar project was completed with 10 resources, so you can have an idea that the similar project can be completed with the same estimate or similar estimates plus minus 5. So you can use those estimates for the historical data as well. Next is the bottom up estimation. Bottom up estimation means that you drill down the project into smaller pieces like work packages, and from those you estimate the task, and then you bottom up from bottom to top you are aggregating the estimation, then you reach till from bottom to top level. So in that way it's a very detailed level estimation. It requires lots of time, lots of effort as well. However, this estimation of bottom up is very much accurate and very much reliable. However, as compared to analogous estimation, this is not very much reliable. Then next is the consider resource constraints, means that you must have to know that what are the limitations related to resource availability. For example, the software developer is not available in the month of January, so how could you start a work? Like any other resource is not available. There are, for example, there is a limitation that the order which you are giving for the hardware availability from outside the country, this hardware will not be available till next 1 month. So there are some limitations, there are some constraints. So also, for example, the hardware for which you require, it needs a much more budget, so you have to go for some less budgetary hardware. Skilled person, a specific equipment constraints, so many constraints are there which you must have to be considered when you are estimating the activity resources. Then record the estimates whatever you are doing. For example, the resource plan is a key output of this process and provide detailed overview of the resource requirement for the project. So proper appropriate documentation should be there. You can make any Word documents or Excel sheets, so that the estimate for each activity should be properly documented and properly shared with all stakeholders as well. Then review and validate the estimates. Whatever the estimates you have made for the activity, it should be reviewed with all the stakeholders, especially with the senior management and with the senior stakeholders. And not only reviewed, it should be validated, the estimate, to enhance the reliability of the resource planning information. If there are any discrepancies, if there are any feedback from the stakeholder, it should be accommodated in the estimates. For example, let's suppose that you are estimating that 10 resources are enough for a project. However, the senior resources are saying that 2 to 3 more resources should be required. So you must have to consider their feedback, and if you can accommodate their feedback, so you must have to consider it, you must have to accommodate it. Here friend, the once you have reviewed and validated the estimates with the stakeholders, incorporate any adjustments or changes resulting from the review and validation process. Finalize the resource plan, which becomes an essential component of the overall project management plan. Then friend, estimate activity resource process provides project manager with a foundation for effective resource allocation and management throughout the project life cycle. Accurate resource estimates contribute to better project planning, scheduling, and ultimately successful project execution. So friend, basically, if you have the accurate estimations related to resources, so it will become a foundation for the project success, and you can go through and successfully complete the project as well. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching.